Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek. Today I am going to discuss the topic of time, speed and distance. And in the previous session we have already discussed the subtopic of time, speed and distance. The trains is one of those subtopics. So today we are going to discuss the trains based question in time, speed and distance. Okay. So when we are discussing about the trains, so relative speed is a very important topic, right? We can say that relative speed is a very important concept that is going to be used here. Let us revise the relative speed one more time, then start. Okay, relative speed is what? Relative speed is nothing but the speed of a body with respect to another body. That means for relative speed, two bodies are required. And when both the bodies are moving in the same direction, the relative speed is subtracted. Like there are two bodies A and B, both are moving in same direction with the speed x and y. Then the relative speed can be calculated as x minus y if x is greater than y, or y minus x if y is greater than x. Okay, and if A and B are moving in the opposite direction, then the relative speed can be calculated as x plus y, right? Okay, and when we are doing the question of trains, then the total length is nothing but the length of the trains, right? Okay, coming to the question, like how will be the type of question? Like question will be like two trains traveling in the same direction at 40 and 22 km per hour completely passes off one another in 1 minute. If the length of first train is 125 meter, then what is the length of the second train? Okay, so let us suppose like train 1 is this and train 2 is this. The speed of first train is 40 km per hour and the speed of second train is 42 km per hour, right? Both the trains are traveling in the same direction. The length of first train is given, that is 125 meter, and it is given that both the trains passes one another in 1 minute. That means here crossing time is 1 minute, right? And here we have to find the length of second trains, that we can assume it at x meter, and we have to find the value of x. Okay, so very basic thing that you have already studied, that when we calculate crossing time, let me make a note. When we calculate crossing time, we can calculate crossing time by the same formula, speed is equal to distance by time, right? In the same formula, if we calculate time, so time will be distance divided by speed. But because here there are two bodies, so time will be swapped with crossing time and speed will be swapped with relative speed. Then crossing times become total distance divided by relative speed, right? Okay, so crossing time, as you are looking at the units of the question, like some units are in kilometer per hour, some units are in meter, and some units are in minute. So it is very important, students, in this question of time, speed and distance, that all the units should be in same manner. Like if some units are in kilometer per hour, all the units should be in kilometer per hour. If some units are in meter per second, then all the units should be in meter per second, right? Okay, so here we have to find the length of the train, and that is in meter. So just convert all the things in meter per second. Okay, so crossing time is equal to total distance divided by relative speed. Here time is given, that is 1 minute, and 1 minute will be converted in second. This will be 60 seconds, and is equal to total distance. Total distance will be is equal to the length of first train plus the length of second train, and divided by the relative speed. Relative speed will be nothing but 40 minus 22, because you can look at the question, when the direction is same, the relative speed is subtracted. So here we can calculate 40 minus 22, answer will be 18 km per hour. And when we convert this into meter per second, So 18 multiplied by 5 by 18. So this will be simply 5. Right? So when we calculate crossing time here, crossing time will be simply, when we calculate the value of x, the value of x will be simply 300 minus 125, and this will give us 175 meter. Hence, our answer will be 175 meter. The length of second train will be 175 meter. Is it clear? Okay. Coming to the next one, like the question is, a train traveling at 100 km per hour overtakes a motorbike traveling at 64 km per hour in 40 seconds. What is the length of the train in meters? Okay. So here, like the the speed of train is 100 km per hour and it overtakes a motorbike that is traveling in the speed of 64 km per hour in 40 seconds. What is the length of the train in meters? Okay. So crossing time, we can use the formula. Crossing time is given 40 seconds and we have to find the length of the train in meters. Okay. So we don't have to convert further. 40 second is equal to the length of the train, suppose L, is equal to divide by. Now when a train is overtaking a motorbike, then it is very obvious that both a motorcycle and the train will be going in the same direction, right? So when in this direction is same, the relative speed will be subtracted. So here the relative speed will be 100 minus 64, and that is 36 km per hour. And when convert this 36 km per hour into meter per second, so just multiply it by 5 by 18 and this will give you 10. Right? So while calculating the length of the train, so length of the train will be 40 multiplied by 10, that is 400. Right? Okay, coming to the next question, like question number 3. The question is, two trains of equal lengths running with the speed of 60 and 40 km per hour takes 50 seconds to cross each other while they are running in the same direction. Okay, so in this question, like two trains of equal lengths with the speed of 60 km per hour and 40 km per hour takes 50 seconds to cross when they are running in the same direction. And here one more thing is given, that the length of both the train is equal, right? And what is asked, what will be the time taken to cross each other when they are traveling in the opposite direction? Okay, now the question will be done. The question is like crossing time, that is given, so 50 is equal to total distance will be the length of this train plus length of this train, so this will be added, that means this will be 2x divided by now relative speed. Relative speed will be 60 minus 40, that is 20, and because crossing time is in second and the speeds are in kilometer per hour, and the thing that we have to determine is in meters, so convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. So just convert, so just multiply it by 5 by 18, right? And when calculating the value of x here, this will be simply 50 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 5 by 18, right? Okay, my first part of the question is finding out the length of the train. And what is asked in the question is asking what will be the time taken when the train are running in opposite direction. So here crossing time will be is equal to total length of the train, that means here two trains of equal length, that means 2 multiplied by 50 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 5 by 18 and divide by the relative speed when both the trains are running in opposite direction. So here we can check, when the train are running in opposite direction, the relative speed will be 100 here, and we can calculate the crossing time. This will be 10. seconds. Right? Any problem in this question? Ultimately, what we are doing, we are just using the formula of crossing time. And the other thing that we have to keep in mind, all the units should be same. If we have to find the answer in meter, then all the units should be converted in meter per second. If we have to find the answer in kilometer, then all the units should be converted in kilometers per hour. Right? Okay, coming to the next question. So our next question is, a train running at 30 km per hour passes another train completely in 12 seconds, which is half of its length, running in opposite direction at 54 km per hour. So let us make the thing like the question is, a train running at 36 km per hour passes of another train which is running at 54 km per hour in 12 seconds. So here crossing time is equal to 12 seconds, and which is half of its length. That means if the length of this train is L, the length of this train will be L divided by 2. Right? Okay. Further, the question is saying it also passes a railway platform in 1.5 minutes. That means when this train moves further, it also passes a railway platform. This is, we can call it as P, railway platform, and the crossing time here is 1.5 minutes. Right? Then what will be the length of the platform? Okay. So how the question will be? We simply have to use the formula of crossing time here, right? So crossing time is equal to total distance divided by relative speed. Here total distance will be L plus L by 2, that means 3L divided by 2, and multiply by the relative speed. Relative speed, when the direction is opposite, relative speed is added. So here the relative speed will be 36 plus 54, that will be 90, but in kilometer per hour. When converting this into meter per second, so 90 multiplied by 5 by 18, and this will be 90 multiplied by 5 by 18, and 18 5 ja 90, 5 ja 10, 10 5 ja 50, right? And here crossing time is also given, so we can use, that is 4. So here the value of L will be 5 5 is 25, 25 2 ja 50, 50 multiplied by 4, that is 200. So here the value of L will be 200, right? This train also passes a railway platform in 1.5 minutes. So again crossing time will be, when convert this 1.5 minutes into seconds, so this will be 90 seconds, right? And is equal to total length. How much is the total length? That is 200. That means train length of the first train, that is L, and plus the length of the platform, that is P, and divide by the relative speed. Now relative speed of what? Relative speed of the train and this platform. We can find out the speed of train, but we cannot find out the speed of platform because platform is saturated. So the speed of that train is 36 km per hour, and we're converting this 36 km per hour into meter per second. So 36 multiplied by 5 by 18, right? This will give you 10. So here the value of P will be 900 minus 200. So here the value of P will be 700 meter. Hence we can say that the length of the platform will be 700 meter, right? Okay, coming to the next question, like the question is, two trains of speed 30 km per hour and 54 km per hour respectively enters a 400 meter long tunnel same time in the opposite direction. So here, like the question is, there is a tunnel of the length 400 meter, and two trains with the speed of 36 km per hour and 54 km per hour enter into this tunnel simultaneously, that means at the same time, right? Okay, the length of the trains are 300 meter and 200 meter respectively. That means the length of this train is 300 meter and the length of this train is 200 meter respectively. Okay, further, after crossing each other, find out the extra time after which the tunnel will be train free. So in the question we have to find out, like, after crossing each other, what will be the extra time after which the tunnel will be train free. Okay, so how will this will be calculated? Okay, let us first find that what will be the crossing time and approximately at what position both the trains will be crossing each other. Okay, so the speed of this train is more than the speed of this train. So approximately this will be the point where both the trains will be crossing each other, right? And we have to find that after crossing each other, the extra time after which the tunnel will be train free. That means if we find the time taken by slower train to cross the tunnel, then and subtract the crossing time, we can find the extra time after which the tunnel will be train free. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just find the crossing time first. Crossing time, for this the total distance will be 300 plus 400 plus 200, right? So this will be 900 meters and divide by relative speed. Now let us check, the direction is opposite, so relative speed will be added. So this will be 36 plus 54, that will be 90, and 90 multiplied by 5 by 18, that will be 25, right? Okay, so when solving this will be 36 seconds. So here crossing time is 36 seconds. But we have to find out that after crossing each other, the extra time after which the tunnel will be train free. So find out the time taken by a slower train to cross the tunnel. So total distance slower train that, and total distance is 700 meters, and divide by the speed of slower train will be 36 multiplied by 5 by 18, that will give us 10, and speed of slower train will be 70 seconds, right? And question is, find out the extra time after which the tunnel will be train free. That means subtract this crossing time minus the time taken by slower train to cross the train. So our answer will be 34 seconds, right? Is it clear? Okay, coming to the one more question. Okay, so the question is, like, a bus overtakes two boys who are walking in the direction of bus at 2 km and 5 km per hour in 9 seconds and 10 seconds respectively. So like this, suppose bus direction boy 1 and boy 2, the speed of boy 1 is like 2 km per hour and the speed of second boy is 4 km per hour. Crossing time is given. Crossing time is respectively 9 seconds and 10 seconds respectively, and we have to find here the length of the bus and the speed. Length of the bus and this speed. So friends, the question is very interesting. How the question can be done? Let us suppose the length of the bus is L and the speed of this bus is x km per hour. right? The same thing we have to apply in this question also. Like first, the bus is crossing to boy 1, so we can calculate crossing time. Crossing time will be the length of the bus plus the length of the boy. So in this case we will consider the length of the boy equal to 0, and we will take the length of the bus. Length of the bus we have already assumed is equal to L. L divided by the latest speed. Now let us check if the bus is overtaking two boys. That means all the bus and boys are moving in the same direction. That means for calculating the latest speed, we will have to subtract this 2 km per hour from x kilometer per hour, and this thing is in meter, x meter per second, and this convert this 2 km per hour into meter per second. So 2 km per hour multiply by 5 by 18, so this will give you 5 by 9, because 2 multiplied by 5 by 18, this is 5 by 9. And crossing time is given already. Crossing time is 9 seconds. So when solving this will be 9 is equal to 9L divided by 9x minus 5, right? And when further solving this, the value of n will be 9x minus 5, right? Okay, let us calculate the crossing time second time. So crossing time for the second boy time is 10 seconds, and now the total distance will be the length of the bus, that is 9x minus 5, and divide by again relative speed. So this will be x minus the speed of second boy, that is 4 km per hour. And when converting this 4 km per hour into meter per second, to convert this by 5 by 18, right? So this will be just 4 multiplied by 5 by 18. This will be 10 divided by 9, right? So when solving this will give you 10 is equal to 9 multiplied by 9x minus 5 divided by 9x minus 10. And when solving this will be 90x minus 100 is equal to 81x minus 9 5 45. And when solving this will be 9x is equal to 55, and here the value of x will be 55 divided by 9. That means the speed of the bus will be 55 divided by 9 meter per second. And for calculating the length of the bus, we can put the value of L here. So L is equal to 9 multiplied by 55 divided by 9, that is 55 minus 5. So here the value of L will be 5 meter and x will be meter per second, right? So here in this session we discuss some question of trains based question as well as the concept. This question was not based on the trains, but the concept was same, right? Okay, in the next session we will study some question of trains as well as some question based on boats and streams, right? Okay, thank you.